I have to give a live speech. So y'all will be in the video because I have to prove to the teacher that I had 10 live bodies in here. And then you have to sign this piece of paper over here so that I can turn it in saying that I had 10 live bodies. And then I have to put it to YouTube, but nobody's going to see it because it'll be set to private. So y'all don't have to worry about y'all being publicized all over YouTube. Okay.
Ready?
All right. You ready?
Go.
Autism is just like a puzzle. It has many different shapes, sizes. So what is autism and how does it affect you? Autism is around us every day in so many ways. Understanding autism will help to put the puzzle pieces together. A range of characteristics, forms, and statistics is what we're going to talk about for autism. Autistic individuals. So the definition of autism is a range of neurodevelopmental disorders characterized by defects in social communication and interaction, along with restrictive, repetitive patterns of behavior, interest, and activities. Autism has many different early signs: avoiding eye contact, no physical contact, they don't want to be touched, hugged, they don't want you in their bubble, and they tend to want to play alone. Being with other people is not what they want to do. A few other signs are they may be nonverbal. They may learn all of their things, progress, walking, talking, and then about 2 or 3 years old, they lose everything. They go back to being the baby. So they've gained things and then they lose them. There are 5 main different kinds of autism. There's a whole bunch. The spectrum is very big, but there's 5 main ones that they have. And there's Asperger's, which is the one that is diagnosed the most, is Asperger's. Asperger's is the main one for autism. Usually, they have obsessive compulsive, they have attention deficit disorder. Asperger's are typically high-functioning autistic individuals. They normally are very unskilled in their communication or their ability to act correctly in a social environment. They also tend to be very clumsy because their development is not very good. The other one is Rett syndrome. This is typically only found in girls. It's very rare to find this form of autism in boys. It was founded by a gentleman named Dr. Rett. This one has to do with their muscle atrophy. They have hand motions, and they're very low functioning. They will be in the care of an individual for their whole entire lives. The other one is childhood degenerative disorder. I can't even say that word. This is also very rare, and it strikes children who appear to be normal development from birth. So about 2 to 4 years of age, they've been developing normally, and then everything's gone. They start all over from the beginning. They don't potty train. They lose the inability to interact, and they will eventually lose motor skills that they have always mastered. This one is a classic form of autism. It's Kanner's syndrome. This one carries limited emotional connections to anybody, so they're very withdrawn. They have very routine basis, so everything has to be on a routine, on a schedule. They get dressed at the same day, they eat the same time, they go to work at the same time. Everything has to be a pattern. And this is pervasive development disorder. You can also hear of it called PDD, which is pervasive development disorder, NOS. I personally have a child that was diagnosed with PDD at the age of 2 years old. He's now 25. This one has some of the same characteristics as the classic autism, but this one, with early intervention and treatment, these children that are diagnosed with PDD typically can act, function normally. My son is in the military. He was diagnosed with PDD, but because of all of the intervention we had as a young age, he was able to make it. So, some statistics about autism. In 2012, there was only 1 in 88 children that were diagnosed autistic. In 2014, it went up to 1 in 68. Well, as of 2019, it's 1 in 59, and the number continues to grow. So with work, we have an autistic gentleman that works here with us, Jack. So what do we need to do for Jack? We need to keep away from bright colors. You always notice Jack's in dark colors. He never has anything bright. Has a routine. We make everything, don't give him vague instructions. We give him instructions. That's the way they work best. So then there's also some organizations. You have an autistic child, what do? How are you going to get help? Autism Society of Texas. They help with advocating to the school in your child's behalf. Recreation, parent support. You have Autism Speaks. They have an autism response team that helps with finding testing locations, activities, community, and respite. Then there's In Bloom, which is a therapy. So there are 5 signs of autism. There are autism in the workplace, and now we know about the organizations that help. So together, I believe that knowledge, understanding, patience, we can bring these puzzle pieces back together. Did I make it?
6 minutes.
I did it in 6 minutes.